And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to IWC's Unbreakable. What? Yes.
This is the first one in his ring, Darwin, Pennsylvania, taking in a collision for 35 pounds, the 5-on fire, Jason Tyler.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to IWC's Unbreakable. Jason Tyler making his way into the ring. The 5-alarm fire that he is. However, Swaggy D makes his way around the ring. The Justin Bieber of professional wrestling. And look at that jacket. If nothing else, the man has some fashion sense. You cannot impugn that. As the Platinum World Tour makes another stop in Pittsburgh. And Dylan Bostic taking on Jason Tyler in our first match here at Unbreakable. And you can see Dylan Bostic already having some problems with the fans, which I can't blame him. These toothless monstrosities that show no respect to a man of this caliber. Oh, tough when you drop some truth bombs.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dylan Bostic says even though he is the money weight, this guy is way too fat and he's not wrestling him tonight.
Well, apparently a weight class issue. But the 5-alarm fire letting it be known that because he's a little bigger doesn't mean he can't get down. And as the chant of sexy firemen echoes through Court Time Sports Center here in Elizabeth, PA. And Dylan making his way out. And now it seems like he's changing his mind. Maybe he will, in fact, do the match.
Are you wrestling this man or not?
All right. And there's the bell. Apparently it's on. And the crowd having no problem letting them know what they think of Dylan. I am joined at this time by the heir apparent, Chris LaRusso.
You know, I love to do commentary. I love when I have the opportunity to watch these shows and see some of the best athletes in the world. And I even love it even more when Joe Dombrowski is nowhere to be found. Where is he?
Yeah, I was about to ask you that. Did you see him on the way up here?
No, I did not see him, and there's no possible way that he's locked in a closet somewhere. Back to the action in the ring.
And Dylan clearly has an issue with the weight of Mr. Taylor.
I mean, whether it's an issue with how to handle that kind of weight in the ring, or whether he's repulsed by it. 6 of one, half dozen of the other.
It could be a combination of both. And the 5-alarm fire locking in a good hammer lock. Bostic quick to get to the ropes. and smartly in and out. Now catching a hammerlock of his own through the ropes.
Wait a minute, how'd you get here? I thought
Well, I'll tell you what, gentlemen, it's a volatile night here in the locker room. I've never seen more people on edge. Certainly LaRusso, your emotions are all over the place. I can tell it's not been the best night for you thus far. I thank you for being here. Thank you for letting me in. I mean, I don't know what you're pulling up here.
Hey, listen, we got great action in the... Oh! Big forearm there from Jason Tyler. But you are right. I mean, emotions are running high tonight. It is certainly... Wait a minute!
With an assist from the Ringsiders for the 5-alarm fire, Jason Tyler in his matchup with Swaggy D. Dylan Bostic. Certainly one of the biggest tests of Tyler's young career. Bostic, former Super Indie champion, perennial IWC main eventer, been all over North America and then some.
Fireman's carry.
Tyler can make his career with a victory here. Bostic from behind. Whoa! Ow! Uncharacteristic of Dylan Bostic, throwing caution to the wind here. Outsized by, what do you think, 75 pounds or so?
At least. It was a soft landing, though, to be quite honest.
Mr. Bostic has had no problem in letting all of us know what he thinks of the 5-alarm fire and his additional weight.
So, Mr. LaRusso, please forgive me if you've already articulated as such, but why was it so urgent that you'd be up here in my chair for so long?
This chair was empty. We need to give these people the greatest play-by-play of the greatest wrestling action in the world. I'm doing a service to the International Wrestling Cartel. I don't know where you were.
He has a valid point, Joe. Where were you?
I was trying to get up here, but there was discombobulation and folderol going on.
That's putting it lightly. Like you said earlier, it's a crazy night. Big right hand by Jason Tyler.
I just assumed you barricaded the door because you were afraid Wardlow would come up here. Never mind. Check out the...
You didn't see him, did you?
I've heard a lot of angry growling noises and a lot of equipment being destroyed in the back. I think he's on the hunt. I'd be scarce if I was you, Mr. LaRusso. But right now, Jason Tyler looking to make headline news with the biggest win of his career.
Shining Wizard!
Tyler's had a tumultuous 2018 on the shelf for some 6 months, thanks to Remy and Atticus of the Culmination. We'll see if he can rebound. He's got Bostic in that fireman's carry once more.
TKO!
And that could be it. He caught all of that.
That was a long 2 count.
Props to Bostic for finding the extra gumption to get back out.
Perhaps a bit of a rookie mistake by the real-life hero, the fireman, but not hooking a leg. Not a real tight cover. Bostic, of course, trained by Rip Rogers, Ohio Valley Wrestling. He doesn't need a big opening to capitalize and make you regret it.
Now this is a mistake. I know that Jason Tyler's much more agile than he seems, but Bostic's halfway across the ring.
We saw him fly, proving ground. Bostic, look out.
And Bostic with the old 5-on-2.
Got him by the fire hose. Huge elevation.
And you can see the pain on the 5-alarm fire's face.
Oh, Swaggy D connects. Gentlemen, I think this will do it.
Elementary.
A message sent by Dylan Bostic. You gotta wonder, gentlemen, if he is upset, he being Dylan, that he wasn't chosen to be one of the 6 in the Unbreakable ladder match for the IWC title later tonight.
Just saw him gesture. He wants gold. I would say all the champions at IWC better be on notice. Dylan Bostic is back.
Bostic capable of beating anybody on any given night. And now, you gotta believe, back in the championship hunt. Where were you? Whatever. If it goes wrong, I just told you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next contest is for the Highstakes Championship.
Well, gentlemen, we've come to expect unpredictability when it comes to the IWC High Stakes Championship. And with the current champion, that's never been more true. We have several bodies looking for an opportunity, looking to stand out here on one of the most important championship nights of the year for IWC.
And we know that it can't be a tiki death match, as there are more than 2 competitors this evening.
Well, Stevie LeBell made his debut at Proving Ground and showed a lot of proficiency, not just in professional wrestling, but certainly in the judo style as well. He has many devastating throws and very versatile in the offense he brings to the table. And while judo's been his background, it's been his escape from a rough life for many, many years, he's only going to get better and better at pro wrestling as the opportunities continue to mount. And can you imagine, gentlemen, winning a championship in your second ever professional match?
I will say, I have seen this man down at the Iron City Wrestling Academy. He is not only very technically skilled, he is surprisingly agile and surprisingly flexible for a man of his size.
Yeah, this is an outlet to express his frustration. This is an outlet to channel his anger. And any opponent in the ring, well, they're going to feel the after effects of what LeBell brings to the table. Country Hammer, Jameson, near 300-pounder. He's an individual that, gentlemen, I think there's still a lot of untapped potential there.
Oh, absolutely.
Mentored for a while by Marshall the Bull Gambino. I think Jamie's now still in the process of realizing how powerful he is, what he's capable of.
And he's bringing some plunder into the ring already.
Yeah, this no rules, no frills atmosphere certainly behooves itself to a man with the style of Jameson.
You know, Jameson's still young. I don't even think he's 22 years old yet.
Well, we'll see if he makes it to 23. There's no telling what we're going to see in this matchup. Keep in mind, gentlemen, we don't even really know the stipulation. We don't know the rules of this matchup. That's decided by the champion.
Jameson assumes that it's going to be some kind of hardcore match with some kind of...
If not, he may turn it into one.
Or they may have to take a minute or two to clean the ring out. If the champ comes out and decides that it's, 2 out of 3 falls, all of a sudden all of this stuff needs to be put back. And hopefully in the correct order. And
how would you do 2 out of 3 falls with 4? Never mind.
Same way we had a Tiki death match.
Yeah, we'll talk about that as we move on, as we see an IWC debut through the curtain now. Max Caster, I understand, has been making some waves on the East Coast. Obviously a very flashy individual, very uniquely dressed, we'll say. He's certainly built a reputation that's traveled over here to the Pittsburgh area. We'll see. We've seen men before in their IWC debuts win championships.
And did you hear the freestyle rap that he dropped on the other competitors earlier this week?
Well, certainly he is very opinionated, certainly very articulated, and we'll see if Caster, well, kind of a mixed reaction thus far, as we'll see if he can combat the judo skill and the raw power of his opponent so far, not to mention the sheer nuttiness of the opponent we've yet to see.
Caster making his debut. He's already...
Oh my.
Hey, great agility there.
I'll tell you what, this match will make a hell of a police lineup.
Or a good episode of Ripley's Believe It or Not.
That's usually what a Flexor segment turns into.
I don't believe it.
Billy Rutzman, Ginger, Corey Futuristic, Punk Ferrari, bring in the IWC Highstakes champion, Seth Flexor.
Now this isn't fair. He can't have all those guys out there.
Well, one is his manager, one's imaginary, one's his bodyguard. We can explain it away.
But wait a minute. He could set the stipulation that any one of the FTDs could help him win this match. He could do that.
He could.
He could.
And as much as we don't really know how to make chest flexor, don't really know how to describe them, you can't deny the toughness. You can't deny the heart surviving a steel cage with Marshall the Bull Gambino.
And now, the challengers. First, from Woman PA, he weighed at 275 pounds, the country hammer, Jami. Next, from Italian PA, he weighed at 250 pounds, the woman, Stevie. And from Rhode Island, New York, he weighed at 230 pounds, the tweener, Maxwell. Now, accompanied by Couture and the STDs, he weighed at 165 pounds, the current high-stakes champion,
A lot of very popular guys in this match.
Now, per tradition of the High-Stakes Championship, the current title holder gets to choose the match stipulation.
Well, we mentioned last time it was a Tiki Death match. It's basically a two-man battle royal.
What does he do? Trying to make sure he isn't greased?
Hard to grab a guy to throw him if he's greasy.
Everybody knows that tonight, in the main event, the IWC Heavyweight Championship is defending in a ladder match. This is I get to pick the stipulation, and I can't be outdone. Tonight, the IWC High-Stakes Championship will be defended in a ladder match. But it's going to be a reverse ladder match.
What?
Oh no!
So in the match, you must get on the ladder and hang this title on the Majestic Ring of Champions.
The Majestic Ring of Champ.
Chest Flexor had done anything majestically in his life. So, essentially, gentlemen, we have a King of the Mountain match.
I remember those.
For the TNA Impact Wrestling fans, Chest Flexor, I guess, playing the role of Jeff Jarrett.
There are so many jokes I could make, but I'm not going to.
Thank you.
But he better pay attention.
This is an IWC first, a reverse ladder match.
There's 3 ladders. Brooksman's found a 3rd ladder underneath the ring.
And left it there.
He seems befuddled.
Well, that's nothing new for him.
I mean, just in general. You think this is bad? Find him in line at Subway.
And Flexor gets sandwiched in the early going. He's still holding the championship. I don't know if one of the officials is going to be a keeper of the title or what.
This seems dangerous at best.
You think? Here comes Max Powell.
Oh, onto the guardrail.
And the tweener finds himself between a rock and a hard place. And now a ladder duel.
It's a dueling ladders.
This is all the brainchild of Chest Flexor, who has forced these men in this most unorthodox of circumstances. Tug of war over the championship.
Oh, this is going to hurt.
I'd like to say this is all going to Chest Flexor's plan, but that would involve him having some sort of ability to plan.
To be fair, Flexor's mind works in ways that the rest of ours doesn't. So Flexor had to have some kind of a vision for this, right?
I think it was just introduce some chaos. He's like the Joker minus the face paint.
Well, we'll see if Flexor can master his own creation. Flexor had to have had a strategy to win this thing, right?
I don't know that that's true.
I know, he could have come up with this on the spot. Ladder set up. 3rd ladder introduced.
Oh. And Caster does not get the ladder in the ring. Ladder winds up on top of him. You never know what you're going to see in IWC. You never know what you're going to see in a Chest Flexor match.
And you're still not sure what you're going to see even after you've seen it.
I can't believe what I'm seeing.
Flexor as
the majestic ring of championships?
We'll go with that.
What did he call it?
Can Flexor hang the championship?
Oh, this looks dangerous at best.
Catastrophic at worst. Jameson Country Hammer in a struggle for the title now. Here comes LeBell. The championship falls.
And LeBell,
well, LeBell's climbing the ladder without the championship. That's not going to do anything. Hello? I'm not sure if everybody in this match even understands.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Oh my God!
Ooh.
What? No, what? Oh!
to borrow a hockey phrase, right in the 5-hole. Good Lord.
There's another tweener joke in there somewhere. Country Hammer, look out over the top. Hard landing.
Oh, the ladder almost ended up in the front row.
I think the ladder did end up on the leg or ankle of Jameson. And Flexor and Caster now a makeshift relationship.
And
that's not going to work on him.
No, LeBell's fine with. Oh, now that will.
That might work.
That'll give you a negative attitude, if nothing else.
Is Jameson beating up the STDs?
Well, they were in the way.
And Tweener got his leg stuck and caught a boot by the Country Hammer.
Got his leg stuck between the rungs.
Between the supports, actually.
Ruxpin's hurt. Corey's hurt.
Judo's about to be hurt.
LeBell on the receiving end. God, there's some of that Marshall the Bull inspired intensity.
Gambino would be proud of that one.
But not as proud of the fact there's probably a second coming after it.
No.
Compassion.
Well, he's going for the head.
Oh, blocks it.
Jameson was going for a kill shot, and now Ronan's got the chair. Couple of ducks, and Jameson blocked most of it, but the momentum still took him down. Oh, God!
He didn't block that one.
Not even close. Jameson gets rocked, and there you see, this matchup can turn from a little bit of everything into deathly serious in a matter of moments.
I thought judo was the gentle way. There was nothing gentle about that chair shot. Oh my God.
Oh,
The guardrail, look out! Guardrail across the midsection.
no. Also knocked over the ladder that was up. Should someone decide to attempt to put the title.
Oh my God! What is Flexor doing?
Ring of Champions.
Majestic Ring of Champions.
Majestic Ring of Champions.
This seems painful too.
Oh! Imagine the air rushing out of the body of Jameson, and now Caster gonna add the exclamation point.
It's gonna be a hat trick. Jameson's stuck.
Underneath two ladders and a guardrail, a steel sandwich in this high-stakes championship match.
You saw Jameson try to talk Caster out of it.
Oh!
Unfortunately, his debate technique not up to snuff.
Action speaking much louder than words in this contest. I think Flexor realizing the ladder has come up a bit short for the Majestic Championship Ring of Greatness, or whatever you may call it. What in the world is he doing?
So far, he's set up some chairs.
He's measuring the distance between the rung he's got to hang the championship on.
Is he building a tower of chairs?
Well, right now it's just a base of chairs. And
Oh no!
I think he has made an official wacky contraption, gentlemen.
IWC management, I'm not sure if you endorse this.
Has Flexor not realized there's a second ladder in the ring? Flexor going to make the climb.
That is so unstable. That is so unstable.
That's Flexor in a nutshell there. Look out.
Ladder's in the way. A bit like I was going to say brainbuster, jackhammer.
Yeah. Flexor looked to have landed on top of his head. Judo to his feet.
Did he just say safe space?
And Caster running for his life here. What in the world is this? Ripcord. Oh, Caster counters.
Nope. Oh my goodness.
But not for long. Judo got that body control. Samoa drop, nicely done.
And right now, LeBell seems to be the one in the best shape.
Yeah, that may not be saying much at this point. That's by default more than anything.
When you consider the number of groin-based offensive attacks he's taken, it's saying something.
And keep in mind, championship laying center of the ring. You need the championship to win this thing. But
what in the world does Judo have planned?
LeBell seems to not think that the field is softened up enough yet.
He may be right.
Or Jameson able to make this save.
Caster may be making the smartest move in the entire matchup.
He may be in the parking lot in a minute. Oh, what is this?
Oh, this is going to hurt a lot.
LeBell trying to grab the ropes and block it.
Oh, God.
He didn't block jack or squat.
Look at that dent in the chair created by the head and body of LeBell.
As stunning as this is going to sound, I think LeBell may have spared himself. I think Jameson was trying to do that off the top rope.
Well, not much of a consolation. Wait a minute. Oh, Jameson! Elevated. Head hit the canvas, back hit the guardrail.
And the guardrail didn't bend an inch.
Oh, you got to believe Jameson's spine did, as Flexor now with what appears to be the taller of the ladders. Flexor, can he hang the championship? Caster not going to let it happen.
Yikes. Side suplex position.
Oh! Onto the STD.
There's no one else in the ring.
Oh, Caster's going to do this.
He should do it quicker if he's gonna. Save the applause for the end, kid.
Jameson's down. Judo's down. Here come the STDs.
What is that? Very futuristic. What a taser.
And he didn't even tase Caster. He tased the ladder.
Tased the metal ladder, and that created a shock throughout the system of Caster. And now the boost to Flexor.
And they're trying to get him up the ladder.
Can Flexor?
Flexor's hurt.
Oh, Ruxpin's got Jameson. STDs are running interference.
Has he got it?
The finger tips away.
And he can't quite. There.
Got it.
Got it. Flexor's the king of the mountain. Well, gentlemen, that was a spectacle.
Is that what we're going to call that?
It was fitting of something from the mind of Chess Flexor.
I'll agree with that.
And chaotic enough to work.
Introduce a little chaos and just ride that wave out.
A little chaos. STDs find a way. Flexor continues to turn the high-stakes division even more chaotic than it's ever been.
The next contest is scheduled for one fall.
Well, major implications potentially in the Super Indie division forthcoming. On an action-packed all-star night, here's part of IWC Unbreakable. MJF, as he likes to be called, comes from money, resides oftentimes in the Hamptons, feels that he's better than everybody, us included apparently, and really in just his very early 20s has already made a meteoric rise across independent companies from really coast to coast. He's held championships in CZW, all up and down the East Coast. He's gone international. He is truly a star in the making, but will his star become infected tonight?
Nice scarf.
Figured you'd appreciate that.
Did it just get colder in here?
Certainly the mood changes whenever this man is nearby. We've seen Gory in a couple of monumental performances lately. How about that matchup with Jeff Cobb? Back to Cage Fury that many people said stole the show. Gory came back. Following that successful showing, he challenged Jonathan Gresham for the Super Indie Championship at Proving Ground, and Gresham had to practically rip Gory limb from limb to survive that matchup. It was a referee stoppage. Gory could not defend himself anymore with the pressure and damage done to the knee, but Gory has not lost sight, gentlemen, of that Super Indie Championship, you gotta believe.
You know, honestly, I think that was a controversial decision. I did not think that a referee stoppage was appropriate at that point. Gory didn't want the match stopped. Gresham didn't want the match stopped. He would have fought to the bitter end.
True. However, it is at the discretion of the referee, precisely because he would have fought to the bitter end. Well, I can't say I agree or disagree with the decision. I leave that in the hands of the referees, who have a much better vantage point than I do.
And certainly the old expression of sometimes you have to protect an individual from themselves is probably running through the referee's mind, so Gory could have a chance to compete on upcoming events, compete here tonight against MJF, and have another shot before, just risking everything and going all in at Proving Ground. And you see MJF intimidating, throwing off his game in the early going. MJF's IWC debut. Of course, Gory has been all over the area and beyond as well. Not really sure if MJF and Gory have ever met one-on-one, though. Certainly, you can speak to this, LaRusso. A very daunting, intimidating task if you aren't used to Gory, and really, even if you are.
Absolutely. It's intimidating if you do know his entire playbook. I've been in the ring with him numerous times. I've fought this man for championships. I fought this man toe-to-toe, and he is one of
the eyes.
I didn't see... Nope.
MJF finds an opening.
He may have knocked out a tooth. I saw something roll across the canvas after that punch.
Maxwell's mind games are a tad different from Gory's, but certainly proving they can be effective all the same.
Not a bad strategy, quite honestly.
I don't know. I don't know that I would want to open that door and invite Gory to play some mind games. Ow!
And Gory, that animalistic thirst for flesh. Now, Hurricane Rana.
Phenomenal athleticism.
And back to the skull. LaRusso, I know you're not the biggest Gory fan, but you must agree, between the Super Indie title reign and this past few months of performances, this is probably the best 12-month stretch of Gory's career. Absolutely,
I can't deny that. Gory's been on top of his game. He's in better shape. He seems to also be in control of that chaotic mindset and making it work for him. Look out!
Oh! Twisting, suicide dive to the floor.
Gory at times in the past has been, he's always had that animalistic side, but sometimes it's worked against him. He's been out of control. He's not been able to stay focused. Now, Gory seems, if anything, oh!
Well, that'll throw you off your focus.
Seems like he might have a broken hand.
Yeah, Gory went for broke on that shot on MJF. Out of the way. Gory connects flush with that solid steel ring post. And how can Gory adjust now to potentially losing one of his most devastating weapons, that right hand?
Well, I'd like to point out that, Gory, one of the toughest individuals in the world, much less IWC. 2, he shook some feeling back into that hand and then immediately got back in. I don't doubt that it hurts, but I think he is already pushing past the level of damage that is in the hand.
And in the mind of MJF, I think in his estimation, he's already won this matchup. Could be a cardinal mistake, but certainly the confidence, the poise of MJF is one of his most obviously glaring attributes, but certainly being so confident has led to success and led to a lot of doors opening as well.
An arrogant young man, but look at this. He's got a picture-perfect game plan. He's picking a body part up. Oh! He's found a weakness, and he is focusing on it. Great game plan.
And a rake to the back.
Backsplash on the hand. I've never seen that before.
MJF finds 2. As this crowd starts to come alive, the New Age play. And MJF now just sitting on Gory, zeroing in on that left arm this time.
Keeping him grounded, though. This is a smart move as well.
Yeah.
A lot of Gory's offense requires him to be in the air, be on the move. This is a smart strategy. Very intelligent young man.
Sit on his back, hold him down. Make him fight you.
Gory perhaps the quickest man up and down the IWC roster, but with distance is what comes opportunity. MJF keeping Gory close to his grasp. Gory to a vertical base, and
He's fighting him!
Gory, another bite out of MJF. A unique break, but it's effective.
You see, he's switched from punches to forearms.
Oh. Takes out the knee, and it's been systematic dissection. The hand, the arm, the knee, and now the back of the head. MJF picking from all sides.
He gets some extra leverage.
Well, thankfully the official detected that. And MJF, a blatant choke with the official's vision obscured.
And now just taking advantage of the count.
And Mr. LaRusso, not that I mind having you up there, but I kind of feel like there's a reason you're not in a hurry to go back downstairs into the locker room.
I'm fine. Everything's perfectly...
Are you sure?
I'm sure. It's nice up here.
All right. I heard that door fly open a minute ago.
No, I'm sure. It's awesome.
Okay.
The view, I prefer the view.
Just making sure. Wouldn't want anybody else to come up here looking for anything.
Wait, what? Someone else is up here?
I'm just saying. From what I understand,
hey, you stupid! Watch the door. Make sure that no one comes up here. Okay?
Don't yell at him like that. The tech crew up here. So we're on media. MJF has Gory perched in a very precarious position. I notice Gory is slow to fight here because there's so much of his body's racked with pain at this point. And Gory.
Oh, picture perfect!
Midstream, nicely done. The tornado DDT has Gory created the timing he needs to get back into this matchup. And you gotta believe Jonathan Gresham is looking on from somewhere. 2 potential top contenders for his crown. Keep in mind, Gresham has said he wants to defeat every past Super Indy champion available to him to prove his superiority. And knowing the competitor Gresham is, man, he could do it.
Gresham had an absolutely fantastic showing at Proving Ground. Always fantastic performances at Ring of Honor. Look out, here we go.
Now Gresham was a heartbeat away from being Ring of Honor World Champion a couple of months ago. 90 seconds away from beating Jay Lethal in an Iron Man match. But right now, it's up to Gory to rally against MJF. Gory didn't have the speed he usually did, but still connect. With that clothesline, the enziguri. Gory still favoring the left arm gingerly. Can he get the spring? He got it.
Got all of it.
Will this be all? Gory on top. 2 count only.
Still favoring his hand, though.
He's favoring the right hand, and he's favoring the left arm. Everything Gory does, he takes a chance, and then he pays for it right afterwards.
Yeah, but it's worked well for him. I mean, you can see that he's in pain, but you can also see the list of bodies that he has infected along the way. He's willing to pay that cost to have it happen.
Oh! Gory went high risk, but adjusted midstream. MJF
just barely caught himself, too.
Oh! MJF found an opening.
He may have broken his arm.
That left arm was completely exposed and susceptible.
What is this?
Up.
Beautifully done.
Innovative offense. Fujiwara armbar.
Will Gory tap out? Gory wouldn't tap out against Gresham. Will MJF make him do it here? Will we have another stoppage? Will Gory pass out?
Forget that. Will MJF break his arm?
Oh, Gory may not give a damn if he does. Gory's reaching.
Switches grips.
I got that body scissors on as well.
But that allowed Gory to get to the ropes with his leg.
Just barely. And MJF milking that 5 count for everything he can. Notice the distance between MJF's body and Gory's body. That shows you just how deeply that MJF had that hold. Just wedged in and stretching away at the shoulder away from the rest of the body.
And Gory heading outside.
MJF better stay on him. He's got a golden opportunity. This would be a major upset if MJF comes in and beats Gory in his debut.
You would have to assume that puts him in line for a title shot.
MJF thumb to the eyes.
What is this? Pile driver?
You may never know. Gory countered. Whatever that was, it could have spelled the end. And now
In position.
MJF is prone. Gory the double stomp. Will this be enough? Oh, MJF feet on the rope. Foot on the rope that time.
And he is lucky he got all of that double stomp.
Yeah, that may have been instinct more than anything. MJF. Air rushing out of him.
He's now looking under the ring for hopefully a replacement lung, perhaps something to tape up the ribs, or a chair.
Yeah, that would make sense. Gory doesn't see it. Now MJF has the chair. Now keep in mind, this is not a no disqualification matchup. It's almost like he's daring Gory.
He's trying to get disqualified?
He's daring Gory to disqualify himself so MJF will win. He knew Gory's temper. He tried to exploit it, but the referee got behind there to see the plan. Downstairs.
You gotta be kidding me!
Oh, upset, no! MJF thought he outsmarted the field.
And arguing with the fans is not going to get you the win,
You
kid.
can sense the desperation.
Neither's arguing with the official.
The desperation.
Blood blower!
MJF as Gory connects.
Oh,
Q-A-S. Gory the victory.
Huge victory for Gory.
The New Age flag, Gory the victory. And you gotta wonder, Jay Worth, does this put Gory back in contention? Does Jonathan Gresham have to contend with the flag again?
I gotta be honest, I don't know that he ever was out of contention. I would say this definitely keeps him in the picture.
Hey, he is one of the greatest Super 80 champions of all time. I've never said, hey, look out!
Hey, that's Bostic. Bostic downstairs again on Gory.
2 for the price of 1.
Now what is Bostic doing out here?
I don't know that this is a dog you want to poke at.
Well, Bostic wants to talk. We'll get an explanation, whether we want one or not. A brazen move by Swaggy D.
Trio Woe? Oh!
How's it feel, buddy? Who do you think you are, huh? You
also one of the greatest of all time.
Steve, I am the greatest Super League champion of all time. I love RJ City too. But I'm the greatest Super League champion of all time, Jason. I'm 2-0 since I've been back at IWC. Since Jonathan Gresham, I'm coming for my IWC Super League championship.
So Bostic puts himself back in championship contention, undefeated, maybe feeling a bit overlooked in recent months. What a target to make a statement on in the New Age play Gory. But what do you think, LaRusso? You've been in the ring with everybody in this equation. Does Bostic
Wait.
Bostic may not make it to Gresham. Gory will have a response. Thank you. Arquette, as always, with their entourage, the fashionista, Calvin Couture, the man dime, Elijah Dean. Katie Arquette qualified for an IWC Women's Championship matchup this November against Britt Baker as a result of her victory back at Proving Ground. This one, gentlemen, is all about momentum. It's all about if Katie can get that boost that many would estimate she needs against a fellow nationally and internationally traveled competitor here tonight. This is a great matchup. I don't want to call it a tune-up because certainly it's more than a tune-up. It's a great matchup to test where Katie is against a talent the caliber of Britt Baker. Kylie is a 2-year pro. Originally got her start down at Booker T's Reality of Wrestling, but she's been all over since then, from Shimmer to Rise to Galley Lucha Libre to House of Hardcore, even completing her first tour of Japan recently. Kylie made her IWC debut, and you gotta love that about the IWC Women's Division. Much like the Super Indie Division, you can have competition come from literally anywhere to take on the best the international wrestling cartel has to offer.
Catchy theme music.
And a victory here could catapult Kylie into women's championship contention and perhaps a regular spot in the IWC roster. A Katie victory could put all the chips in her favor heading into the most important matchup of her career in a month's time against Britt Baker.
And I'm sorry, did they announce her as she's just happy to be here?
Probably. She's a happy kind of girl, yeah.
I'm all for a positive mental outlook. I mean, look at me. But you got to be more than just happy to be here. Having said that, that Pokemon top has so far been the most popular thing at the show tonight.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you over Calvin's pants.
Certainly some unique fashion choices all around. But Katie Arquette hopes that all eyes are on her by the end of this matchup. controlling Kylie Ray in the early going. What do you make, Mr. LaRusso, of Katie's claims to being an uncrowned women's champion, being the rightful women's champion?
I think they're very valid. She has been on a huge winning streak since her last match with Britt when, oh God, how many months ago was that?
I believe that was back at our anniversary in March.
I mean, a lot of people felt that she should have won the title that evening, and since then has rattled off victory after victory after victory after victory.
And who has not been here to accept the challenge but the champ? I think Katie Arquette's claim is absolutely valid.
Certainly that's been a major part of Katie's discrepancies with IWC management in recent months. And you can't argue the fact that she has been consistently on these winning waves for many, many months now. And I would venture to say, gentlemen, that based on what she's been able to do, how she's been able to develop over the past 6 months, 8 months, the Katie Arquette-Britt Baker will be meeting next month is not the same Katie Arquette she met earlier in the year.
Oh, absolutely, and Britt barely escaped that matchup with the title.
And not to play devil's advocate, but at the same time, it won't be the same Britt Baker either. Britt has been traveling all over the world competing.
That's fair too. She was on the All In show. She's been tour of Japan, I believe, was recently. Has had and is being seen very often in Ring of Honor these days. So,
yeah, certainly very well traveled, and
Dr. Baker has been very busy.
Without a doubt, yeah, graduated college too.
Whoa,
that's a very unique escape,
and she's really happy about it.
Katie isn't.
Crowd with the chants of Katie sucks, much to the dismay of Calvin and Mandime.
Oh.
What is the relationship that Mandime has compared to Katie? We know Calvin's kind of like the personal fashion consultant and whatnot, but how does Mandime fit into that equation? We don't get those answers.
I think it's one of those things where, Katie just likes having, something good looking to look at. Whoa! Nice arm drag.
Kylie getting deep on those arm drag takedowns. A nice jump up into the Hurricane Rana.
Beautiful Hurricane Rana. Oh, nice drop kick too.
Could this be all?
Hey, we've been talking about Katie. Kylie Ray may come in and steal this one.
Yeah, Kylie Ray could turn things completely upside down. It's going to be Arquette and Baker regardless next month. That's already been set in stone. And wait a minute, Calvin pulls the leg. Fluffing up his hair and playing innocent.
There's always time to print. How many times have I told you that, Joe? Well, there's always time to print.
Can you do that without pulling somebody's leg?
I don't know.
Oh, thank you for clarifying.
I mean, I can. I don't know about Mr. Couture. Well, he's trying to help her hair.
Really?
Maybe.
How is this going to help prepare Katie Arquette, though, for Britt Baker?
I thought he was actually trying to blind her with his pants.
We'll have to try very hard. And now Katie in the driver's seat.
How expensive do you think those pants are?
Oh, well. Knowing Calvin, I'm sure he overpaid. Some French boutique, or maybe right off the runway somewhere.
Perhaps right off the runway model.
Well, that could be true as well. What Calvin wants, Calvin gets. Oh! Hard into the buckle. Calvin spent so much on the pants he couldn't afford the entire shirt.
Don't worry, I'm sure he has that on a payment plan. He'll get the rest of it somewhere around Christmas.
We can only hope. Kylie Ray, though, won't have till Christmas to find a way out of this predicament as the hip attack in the corner connects.
Pin center ring.
Gotta wonder what Katie's relative, the great David Arquette, thinks of her push for the championship.
We've seen David has checked in every once in a while and has supported Katie.
Certainly.
Sent her a nice message before the cage match 2 years ago, if I remember correctly.
Well, we'll see if the messages from these fans can will Kylie Ray back into the offensive.
Some nice forearm strikes.
Oh, you can hear the impact of that knee.
That might have been a broken rib.
Yeah, Katie stunts the momentum of Kylie Ray.
And that forearm looked a little high.
And Katie measuring Kylie again. Can't connect. Kylie sidesteps. Here we go. Up high into the arm drag. Nice.
Beautiful arm drag.
Lucha style into the roll-up. Could this do it? No. Calvin was halfway in the ring practically.
Oh, he wasn't even through the ropes. You exaggerate.
Big spine buster.
Oh, Kylie there hit the back of her head on the way down. That could do it. No. And perhaps frustration setting in on the Queen of the Silver Screen.
I tell you what, this Kylie Ray is impressing me, showing great skill, great heart.
Oh, without question. Kylie Ray is, she's not here by accident. She has certainly amassed a reputation over the past couple of years. And a win over Kylie by Katie Arquette will be a huge feather in her cap.
Going for that hip attack. Oh!
Solid elbow right to the mush. Followed up by a kick.
Desperation counters here as Kylie needs to work out of the corner, and she does.
Reversal.
Here we go. What roll?
Half moon.
Oh! Kylie would bridge
Put her
up,
lights out.
but she had another plan afterwards. Got her. No.
A good, solid thrust kick to the head. I'm as surprised as Kylie. I thought that could have done it.
And I tell you what, that Arquette just impressed me, showing toughness we've not seen from the Queen of the Silver Screen.
Arquette set for the ride. We're seeing a bit more killer instinct come out of Smiley Kylie. And Katie counters.
Falcon Zero!
Nicely done. Could this be all? No.
Should have hooked the leg.
Less than half a count away. And that's where Katie's star temper may get the best of her.
I think she'd have had her if she'd have hooked the leg. Picture perfect Falcon Zero.
And she may be realizing that now. There'll be no room to make those mistakes when it's Britt Baker in a month's time.
Absolutely.
She's wasted time trying to argue the count. That's what you have an entourage for.
Blows her head off!
Kylie caught all of it. Done. Wait a minute. Calvin on the...
Kylie had the match won!
Oh, I think Kylie got robbed.
Oh!
Calvin deserves it. And Katie with a spear. Oh, Katie's put away a number of athletes. Kylie added to that list.
That was a hell of a contest.
Katie Arquette did it, but man, big assist, big asterisk in the form of Calvin Couture.
Well, Katie pays good money to have him at ringside. He's earning his keep.
Well, more than earning, overstepping his bounds is more like it.
He might be able to afford the other half of that shirt with the bonus she gives him.
But this could be the visual, Jay Worth. If it's a visual next month, we'll have a new women's champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, it is my pleasure to introduce to you your special guest ring announcer for the following contest. He's a legend, ladies and gentlemen, Gary
Longtime ring announcer in the WWF, NWA, and WCW. One-man show played here for the live fans before we went on the air.
How you doing, everybody? I love being back in the Pittsburgh area, and you folks, I'm sure you know it, but you are so fortunate to have an organization like IWC to support each and every month. What do you say? That was just one hell of a month. I love that. Before I bring the next match out to the ring, I would like to give a sort of a hat to Mr. Justin Plummer and all of the IWC crew know, I think I had Body Slam Stage Show here earlier today, and everybody was just so helpful, so supportive, and I truly, truly appreciate it. All right. Did you say hurry up, old man? Did I hear that? You know, someone has a sign over here. Hold that one for about, what, 35 days? That makes me very nervous when you hold up a sign and says the clock is ticking 35 days. Someone of my age, I don't want to hear that. All right, everybody, it's time to get serious. We are now going to witness the match for the IWC Tag Team Championship. Let's bring the match to the ring.
All right, this could be one of the most hotly contested matchups of the night.
I feel like I'm watching the Clash of the Champions.
We're taking a look at Anthony Henry, his partner as well, James Drake. They are former tag team champions of Evolve Wrestling, known as the Lethal Enforcers. A year ago, Henry, we've seen him before, super indie competitor. He's flashy, he's aerial, he's a hard striker. Drake is more old school, almost a throwback to the Arn Anderson type of years gone by. A perfect complement to one another. They've held major tag goals before. They can turn the IWC tag division upside down tonight.
And Henry just in the...
Two men who based their careers in Georgia against two men representing the Great White North. The two-time Rookie of the Year, the tag team champions collectively, Argos and Dupree, got the trifecta when they and Jack Pollock captured every IWC championship in one night. Much to the dismay of Justin Plummer, Argos hadn't shut his mouth since.
Argos hasn't shut his mouth in 4 years. He's like a shark. If he stops talking, he'll stop breathing.
And Dupree more eccentric than ever. But this is their toughest test to date, in or out of the tag team championship scene. You gotta believe they need to be on their game tonight because Henry and Drake are not messing around. IWC tag team titles at stake in just a moment. God, he's loud. Well, there's a big fight feel in the air as it's my esteemed pleasure to send it to Gary Michael Capetta.
It is for the IWC Tag Team Championship. It is set for one fall with a 1-hour time limit. Introducing first the challengers at a total combined weight 435 pounds. The team of James Drake and Anthony Henry from Lethal Enforcers. And ladies and gentlemen, their opponents in this championship event. Representing Calgary, Alberta, at a total combined weight of 387 pounds, they are the IWC Tag Team Champions, Jaxon and RCBK Team Shawn.
Okay, I gotta admit, that was pretty cool.
A most unique reaction for Team Storm, who become more and more polarizing as time has gone on. But are Dupree and Argos truly prepared for the physical style and the no-nonsense nature of the Lethal Enforcers?
And as I was saying before we got to the introductions, Anthony Henry, within the last month, has won the FIP Heavyweight Championship. Whoa, here we go!
FIP, a sister company to Evolve, based in Florida, as Argos and Dupree jumpstart this matchup, not giving the Enforcers time to reset themselves. But reversal, look out. Oh! Henry and Drake will be best in a frenetic pace as they clear the ring in the early going and not going to give Team Storm time to regroup.
Also not give them an escape route. You saw how they each went to a different side of the ring and then closed in.
A pincer maneuver.
Oh. Wow. That was a chop.
Yeah, and Henry and Drake wasting no time. Oh. Making their style known here. This is Drake's IWC debut, I do believe. Henry was heavy in contention of the Super Indie title a year ago, but back looking for tag gold. Henry Harrison. Henry, about a 16-year pro, having the best matches of his career present day. And Dupree meets much the same on the flip side of the ring. It is all Lethal Enforcers in the early going.
Yeah, I was going to say, I wouldn't have looked at those two and thought, well, they'll take over early, but the Team Canada there tried to use the momentum, and it just did not work. A complete and utter shutdown of that plan, and now they are scrambling to try and figure out a new way around the Lethal Enforcers.
Jayworth, do you think trying to go strike for strike was the best plan for Argos there?
No, not at all.
Absolutely not. You know, I was in the ring with Anthony Henry about a year ago, and I underestimated him. I fully admit it. I had not been familiar with his work and was very surprised. Oh, look at this! Tag team work!
Talking about Clash of Champions, this little Midnight Express action by Team Storm.
And don't get cocky, gentlemen.
James Drake not amused. Drake brings that power. Hard-nosed, in-your-face mentality. Notice he pulls Henry into his own corner to make the tag. And we'll see if the old-school nature of Drake can offset the eccentric nature of the artiste, R.C. Dupree.
I will say Drake has probably never wrestled anyone like R.C. Dupree.
I don't know that there is anyone like R.C. Dupree.
2 count. Well, Drake may turn Dupree's face into an off-brand Picasso before all said and done.
And I'll say this, don't sleep on Dupree. A lot of people think that he's just eccentric, that there's no danger there. But, and I will fully admit this,
across the knees.
Holds him in place.
And the double stomp as well.
But when Team Storm won,
cover here, 2 count only.
But when Team Storm won the tag team titles, it was Dupree's quick thinking that opened the door.
Hey man, I agree with your point. R.C. Dupree, you don't become a champion in this company by accident. R.C. Dupree is tough. He's resourceful. He found a way. He was a major instrumental part of them winning the tag team championships by blocking the unpinned opponent off into the ropes. But just stylistically, it's a whole new game, a whole new uncharted territory for Team Storm, at least here in IWC's concerned.
Big headbutt.
The ride, no. Dupree puts the brakes on, and you're not going to move Drake anywhere he's not planning on going. And Argos caught Drake from the blind side. Dupree, the heel kick, down for the cover. Only one.
That heel kick got him at the base of the skull.
And you see Dupree doesn't care about wrestling right now, just doing whatever he can, choking, kicking.
That's a lot of weight to move back to your own corner.
To be sure, but at least keeping a grip on Drake to keep Drake away from Henry. A bromance spinebuster. Why not? 2 count. Or a bromance senton, maybe.
Yeah, both work.
A little column A, a little column B.
A bromance sin buster?
And now the chin lock.
Deep chin lock.
Yeah, I mean, Team Storm would be well served to save the celebratory actions for after the matchup, because they are still deep in the Lethal Enforcer woods at this time.
I was going to say, like, while Argos is in the ring, if you take a look at Dupree, he is nursing that back that got kicked all to hell. And I don't know that he necessarily was looking to get back into the action.
Yeah, I was just thinking that myself. I think Dupree would have preferred a little more time on the...
Blowing a kiss with Drake's hand. That's a slap in the face and then some.
Oh, but... Oh, this might have been a...
Yeah, almost backfired. Dupree getting his shots in while he can while the referee's back is turned. Dupree taking every advantage he can get.
To be fair, he needs to take every advantage he can get against a monster like Drake.
Focusing on the knee, certainly Drake, the size is negated when he's flat on his back. Beautiful axe kick by Argos, taunting Henry the whole way.
I was going to say, it seems like Argos and Henry clearly have some issues with each other.
Oh, not this.
Jaxon, fight!
Oh, stop the pain. Argos off the mark, and Drake with an opportunity if he can get to his corner.
I think Argos tried to fake out Drake, and it ended up backfiring. Tags!
That fifth Jaxon will get you. There comes Henry. Physicality personified on Dupree.
Reversal.
High knee strike connects.
Put his lights out. He might be on Dream Street here.
Henry's feeling it, could be moments away from new tag team champions. Leave him alone. Argos gets popped. And look out, Henry.
Beautiful crossbody.
Got him high, right at the shoulders. Got him though. And Henry doing an amazing job here of taking up the fight while his partner recovers.
Certainly changed gears on him. Drake's back on his feet.
And Argos went for Drake, connected with his partner. Look out. Oh, neck breaker. And Argos had a hold of Dupree. Dupree's head hit the canvas. Near fall.
Argos instinctually kicked out of a pin that wasn't happening to him.
Mark of a champion, I suppose. Tag back into Drake. We'll see what Drake has left in that large frame. A lot of power, it seems.
Trying to get him, trying to get him. Oh.
And look, RC struggling back to his corner. Argos tagged in. I don't think either enforcer knows it. Boot to Henry. Argos takes out the knee. Watch Dupree.
Over the top.
The neck breaker.
Big splash.
Huge splash. Do they have it? No.
Tell you what, this is some great tag team wrestling. Both teams working like a well-oiled machine.
Certainly, I don't think the IWC tag team division has ever been deeper or more competitive, so you've got to be that way. You got to have your head on a swivel if you're a champion of any division here in IWC right now, really.
Shades of Lance Storm here.
Yeah, a Canadian Maple Leaf, that half crowd, but Drake won't let Argos turn Drake over.
Referee might have lost complete control of this one. Oh!
Drake firing. Henry connects as well. Yeah, this thing is completely broken down. Pre-elevated, and Henry. Oh! God! Dupree got sandwiched.
He's finished.
And Henry charges in.
Big chop.
Check out the combo. Check out the strikes.
Oh, huge cannonball there.
Colliding from all sides.
What is this? Double stomp!
Oh, God. You can feel the air rush out of Argos' body. Drake, the moonsault, and a pounder.
Oh, look at that!
Dupree drops Henry onto Drake to break up the ball.
He's Death Valley Driver and his partner onto him.
Well, we are seeing two teams, a first-time meeting here at IWC Unbreakable, put it all on the line. Team Storm want to keep that trifecta intact. Lethal Enforcers want to have new territory to conquer, and both teams have been a heartbeat away from accomplishing their goals.
And these guys aren't done yet. I can't tell. Is Argos bleeding from the nose? I can't really tell. It looks like there's blood coming from his nose.
Yeah, it looks as if he is. I'm surprised if all four of these men don't have bumps and bruises and cuts and injuries, as this is just breaking down
This is
further.
breaking into a brawl.
Oh, what a wild scene this is.
And now if his nose isn't bleeding, oh, it is now.
It's can you top this as Dupree is down.
Takes him to the apron. Oh, all the way to the floor.
Hard thud. Henry had no way to protect himself. Favors his elbow on the way down. And it's Drake taking over with Argos. Brainstorm! The brainstorm out of nowhere! Got him!
Unbelievable! That was a hell of a match.
And Jaxon Argos proving why he has the mettle, the toughness, the fortitude that brought him to two-time Rookie of the Year. Hey, is that Wardlow?
Hey!
Well, there's a commotion up here. There's been banging and clanging on doors for the past hour plus, but the visual in the ring.
Gentlemen, hello over here.
Wait a minute.
Hi. My name is RJ City. That's better. My name is RJ City. I was in IWC a long, long time ago. You may remember me as the greatest super indie champion of all time. I also beat Dalton Castle for the heavyweight title. But enough about me. Let's talk about me. You see, I realized that the tag team championships are the only title in IWC that I've never held. I don't have very much coming up in November, some crosswords, some coffee, some underwear, but I made a few phone calls and I'm here to formally challenge you November 10th for those tag team titles. Unfortunately, a while ago I signed a very bad business deal in hopes of getting on a talk show, and because of that, my partner has already been determined. Gentlemen, my apologies in advance. November 10th, it will be Team Storm against RJ City and this guy. Sorry.
What? Are we serious?
David Arquette?
I didn't even know he was still wrestling. I thought it was a one-off.
Former WCW World Champion! RJ City got himself into a bad business deal with David Arquette, and it may lead to the Tag Team Championship right here next month. What's Team Storm gonna do?
I am at a loss for words. Darin, Dinero, collectively known as the Sadie Gang. Perhaps the most bizarre method of maintaining their athletic prowess, but you can't argue with the results. They win. And it's the sign says they're more than willing to do it for Sadie. They appear to appreciate the signs from the fans. However, they have a formidable set of opponents.
Well, we talked earlier, Jay Worth, about the competition at a new level here in IWC in the tag team division. This match illustrates that. Well, Calvin has proven himself very instrumental. He's a big reason Katie Arquette beat Kylie earlier on in the night. And Mandime had a great showing at Proving Ground, his very first match day worked against Andrew Palace.
He definitely did. I just feel the need to point out that Calvin Couture, the gold pants and half shirt are gone. And now that he's ready to get down to business, it's pink booty tights, a bow tie, and a glitter jacket, as any fighting man would.
That's what you define as down to business.
That's what Calvin Couture defines as down to business. I just call the action as I see it. After all, I am the man quarter.
Something like that. Which, as we mentioned at Proving Ground, is a 25 out of 10. Self-proclaimed.
I think I've proven it time and time again. You're just jealous because you're a man, Nickel. Nickel.
5 out of 10 is at least average. And there's Elijah Dean and Calvin jumping things before we officially had a bell, as Darin, Dinero, and Colby Red were worshiping Sadie, which is kind of their unofficial mascot, their dog. It helps channel them, motivate them as far as working out, as far as getting their synergy down. It's one of those things where you really can't explain why Sadie Gang works. You can't put your finger on it, but they're just having fun and being themselves, and it works.
It was like I was saying, you want to question the methodology, but you can't question the results.
Undefeated so far here in IWC Tag Team competition.
Very true.
And that's not to say that they weren't already up to successful runs before they started teaming together.
Well, they're undefeated so far, but I need to point out they are taking on Hollywood Couture here.
Indeed they are. Well, we'll see what happens here as Calvin, up and over modified neckbreaker. Calvin looked good for himself. And Calvin's one of those guys that, he kind of slips under the radar because he's, well, let's be honest, his machinations, his attire, his relationship with Katie really overshadows a lot of what he does in ring. But every time we see Calvin, he gets in better shape, he gets a little more aggressive, and he himself is one to watch in the years ahead.
How do you say that he slips under the radar with gold pants and a glitter jacket?
I mean, as a competitor.
Everyone notices him.
As a competitor.
They just don't notice him as a competitor.
Thank you for clarifying. A nice senton by Mandime. Fans chanting Manpenny once again.
Well, I don't know that that's accurate.
Well, beauty's in the eye of the beholder, Jay Worth. Look, how release German by Colby Red. That'll change your looks. Here comes Darin Dinero.
Thankfully, he landed on the back of his head.
And Calvin got rocked.
Look at that.
Good grief.
Boom. Darin Dinero likes to let everyone know just how much power he has in those hoops of gold.
Yeah, Darin is treating Hollywood Couture like inanimate objects.
Treating Hollywood Couture like Rick James treated couches.
Here comes Colby. Buckle bomb.
Uppercut.
Yeah. Check out the combo. Sadie gang is just rolling here with offense.
They are on fire. Clearly, they're training which involved eating a 8.5-pound pizza, or at least attempting to.
Today?
No.
Oh.
But clearly it's...
Wait a minute, there's Katie. Katie just pulls Calvin out of harm's way. Could you be any more blatant about it?
No, she could not be any more blatant about it.
Well, at least we agree on something. Sadie gang noticeably distracted here, rightfully so.
It almost ended up hitting Katie Arquette there.
Oh! They call that the 1193. And Sadie gang.
Whoa.
Look at this.
Up higher, and down.
Good grief. Darin, Dinero, and Colby, an emphatic win.
And Colby Red and Darin Dinero. And I mean no disrespect to Hollywood Couture, but Sadie gang ran right through them.
And it just keeps on working. I'm not going to speak to the dance moves of Mr. Dinero, but undefeated in IWC, it's unconventional, it's unprecedented. You look at it on paper, it shouldn't work. It looks like a couple of guys goofing off, but in their right mind, having fun, right frame of mind, man, I don't think they've ever been better.
And Katie Arquette having a problem with a fan at ringside.
Well, Katie may have a lot of problems when Britt Baker gets back on the scene, but what does the future hold for Sadie gang as they keep on proving the unexpected to be true? Here we go. Relaxed rules on this one, Jay Worth, because of the personal stakes at hand. Dan Hooven's been by Keith Hart's side, but all other friends of Keith either turned their back on him or rendered incapacitated and on the injured list. We'll see if Hooven, with Keith Hart at ringside, can fight for his buddy's pride tonight. But notice the Culmination wouldn't sign to a matchup unless Keith was on the outside looking in. Phoenix. We saw a lot of fire from this young man at Cage Fury, throwing a fireball in the face of Otis Cogar, took him out of IWC competition. Haven't heard from him since, but Jay Worth, you know the Culmination will have an answer to that. You know the Culmination are out for blood even more than usual.
You have to believe that is sitting in the back of their demented minds, just pushing them to another level of darkness.
And we'll see if the punk rock pyromaniac can keep the fight in their favor.
I was just informed by the referee that the Culmination is ordering Keith Hart to be handcuffed to the ring post for this match. And he refused to come out here
Well, clearly the Culmination have a plan up their sleeves.
Well, obviously. I mean, a mind game within a mind game within a mind game.
And Jay, this is going to leave Keith completely defenseless out here if he's handcuffed to the post. Well, Keith has faith in his charges, Hooven and Phoenix, to get the job done, which they have faithfully done, picking up a big win at Cage Fury, Jayworth.
It was a gigantic win for them. It may also have been the spark that lights the bonfire that burns the whole place down. The Culmination do not take kindly to acts of retribution.
Well, here we go now. The mood changes again. Smell of fire in the air. Last time in this building, it was the brother of Atticus' scarred flesh we were smelling. And Atticus has that hammer. Anybody that follows IWC on Facebook saw Atticus post a warning on social media. Now that is a heavy hammer as well. Atticus is here to get retribution for his fallen brother, and we may have casualties.
And Atticus seems like he's in the normal good chipper mood that he normally is in.
Atticus tried to throw Phoenix on the 15-foot scaffold in Proving Ground. Thank God Keith Hart, who had been bludgeoned by a kendo stick earlier in the night, came out to save his buddy. A daunting clanging in the air of what may be to come, Jayworth.
Metal on metal. Violent intention upon violent intention.
And again, tornado rules, tags are out the window for this one, Jayworth. We're so far beyond that at this point, this has gotten personal.
Is he allowed to keep the hammer?
Well, I think the official's trying to get it, but this is relaxed rules, tornado tag, but this is not no disqualification. And McCoy takes the hammer, and this fight is underway. It's Remy and Hooven. It is Phoenix and Atticus. And ever since Keith Hart got that killer instinct, Jayworth, he started to see the light and realize Remy was never his friend anyway. Remy has been quick to avoid any contact with Keith, hence this handcuffing, just the latest chapter.
Oh, yeah, honestly, it's a part of the head game, and each time it works a little better.
Well, double team here. Duration of a heart attack. Hooven and Phoenix, the double team on the lone remaining Cogar. Nice leg drop on Atticus. More double teaming. Oh, Phoenix hits Remy and connects through. Once again, knocks the feet right into Cogar. Here comes Remy. Oh, pounced.
A well-timed pounce by Dan Hooven. And he just launched right into Remy.
And Phoenix onto Atticus. It's Phoenix fighting for his life here because he knows the intentions of the opposing side. It's Remy taking care of Hooven. Oh! Hart headbutt by Atticus to Phoenix on the floor. And Keith Hart helpless to do anything here.
Well, Keith Hart is not out here to wrestle. It should be pointed out.
No, but he's also susceptible.
He is, however, as of right now, they're not bugging him. He shouldn't be.
Jeez! Oh, Phoenix got dropped on his head. That was one of the most intense, devastating German suplexes I've seen. Atticus out for blood tonight, as now Hooven in the ring.
Hooven with a rush to the corner.
For the ride. Look out. Atticus gets planted face first. And Remy from the blind side, and you can tell Hooven already the worst for wear from a couple shots he's felt, maybe half a step slow, and Remy was able to capitalize Hooven's drop with a backbreaker.
A nice backbreaker.
And motioning to Keith Hart again. Nothing Keith can do. Remy certainly had a brother relationship with Otis Cogar as well. And keep in mind the Culmination's goals is just eradicate everybody in their path and make Keith Hart's life a living hell. They've done it physically and psychologically.
And they continue to do it.
Oh! Phoenix with a face buster. 2 count only.
An outside in face buster.
And you hear the crowd coming alive for Phoenix, who may be going in for the kill on Remy. Here comes Atticus. Oh, just biting under the skull. A sadistic nature of Atticus. Well, Phoenix is in a bad way here. Hooven here to bail Phoenix out.
I don't know that this bails him out, though.
Oh! Hooven a desperation strike on both, but Phoenix got the worst of it. The Culmination still got that superplex off, even though they felt the worst for wear as well.
And frankly, they got Hooven to help with it. And the Culmination have no problem sacrificing themselves into a double powerbomb if it means hurting Shawn Phoenix.
Hooven now trying to build some momentum. Looks like Hooven shaking off the catalyst from earlier. Oh no! God! Jeez! Devastating suplex, and Hooven may have been wiped out. Phoenix the Spanish Fly. Remy LaVey the Sling Blade.
Big knee to Phoenix's face.
Oh. And just like that, that's the offensive spurt the Culmination can break out just so quickly and so devastating. Oh, both these men are hurt.
And now they are all over the injured Hooven.
Again, motioning to Keith Hart, telling Keith it's your fault. It's on your head, and probably telling him he's next. Oh. And that 2-1-6. Hooven got drilled, and the momentum carries Hooven to the floor. Because Phoenix. Oh, Phoenix got caught. And Phoenix has got to get it too. No. Phoenix counters. Oh, Remy for that mind eraser. God, jeez. Phoenix on his head as well. This is dissection Culmination style. Double pin. Ooh. God. This almost felt like a public sacrifice, Jay Worth.
You can't ever count out the Culmination.
And what's Keith Hart feel right now? You know Keith blames himself anytime his friends are in a bad way. And we just saw 2 potentially get seriously hurt. Oh, you heard Atticus say he burned my brother alive. I want this guy dead. The Culmination's not done.
And they're going under. They're pulling out a table. Yeah, the crowd has a good point. Where are the keys?
Well, the key is with the official, but the official's trying to stop this madness right now. Oh, no. This is... No. They're going to end Phoenix once and for all. They're going to completely destroy Phoenix.
And Phoenix having...
What is Atticus doing?
From the match
Phoenix is prone on the table at Hooven. Hooven in the nick of time. And now Hooven on top of Remy. And this fight continues. Phoenix and Hooven are literally fighting for their lives here. Oh, no. Atticus on the table. What is Phoenix doing? Phoenix, much like it off the scaffold. Look at, oh, Mark victory, but Atticus move. Oh, Atticus got out of the way.
We call it high risk. Atticus has that hammer.
Atticus has that hammer. No, come on. Atticus wants the music shut off, and I don't think they're done.
Hooven's getting to his feet. I think they just changed targets.
Oh my God. Yeah, Phoenix is obliterated. Phoenix is seriously hurt. And now Hooven. Go!
Right to the back of the knee with that hammer.
Oh my God. We knew this was a very real possibility. I don't think we, even knowing the Culmination's history, I don't think even we knew it could get this bad.
I put nothing past them. I just try not to think about where that nothing past could lead. And in this case, it's led them.
Oh, come on. Oh, damn it! That's a solid steel hammer!
I think they're both ending up in the hospital tonight.
Oh my God. This is just uncomfortable. We have the doctor out here with Phoenix, and Keith is still tied. Keith is still handcuffed. Keith Hart is in tears, watching his friend suffer like this. I noticed, I think Remy just told Keith he's next.
Well, I want to point out, the Culmination did not touch Keith Hart. They stood there and they told him the horrors that are coming, but they did not touch him.
This was a psychological game for Keith, as two more innocent victims get wiped out by the Culmination in disgusting, uncomfortable fashion.
We are continuing on here with IWC Unbreakable. And if you want to talk about a guy in a bad mood, there he is.
Brought to you by Justin LeBell, who will be back just as soon as we take care of a little business. I give to you the human crime scene, but not only that, I give to you the true big man in IWC. You true strongest man in this sport today. I give to you the human crime scene, who will be adding one more crime to his rap sheet when he ends the career of Wardlow.
He is stalking the ring like a saber-toothed tiger.
And Jay Worth, as we reset out here, after a very unsettling prior segment, Chris LaRusso has been unsettled anytime Wardlow has been around.
And as Bulk Nasty put it to me earlier, I'm going to show you why this is big man's business.
And I noticed that now that LaRusso's got about 6'6" of Bulk Nasty by his side, he's not so keen to hang out up here in the balcony away from the rest of civilization. He's well within range of Wardlow if Wardlow can get through the human crime scene, but that is a very, very big if.
Well, while he's doing that, I guarantee LaRusso will run. This might be the biggest one-on-one contest IWC has ever seen by volume.
That's a great point, really. And when you talk about pound-for-pound power and just straight-up raw intensity, it's a very, very short list in IWC history of people on this level. And we saw Wardlow and LaRusso get into a violent altercation in Proving Ground. We saw Wardlow become his own man finally at Cage Fury. And Jayworth, we've heard that Justin LaBar refuses to come back to this organization until Wardlow is vanquished. And that leaves LaRusso, the heir apparent, with the goal of slaying a beast who, let's face it, is about as close to unbeatable as it gets.
Can you blame him? If I was LaBar and Wardlow was after me, I wouldn't show up here either. Look at this. Good Lord. This is King Kong versus Godzilla.
Without a doubt. And somebody's got to budge. Something's got to give. A hard slam by Bulk to Wardlow.
I am bigger, I am badder, I am Bulk. I'm not sure if he's trying to let Wardlow know that, or convince himself of it, because he's staring across the ring at Wardlow.
Well, when Bulk came back under the auspices of LaBar, he came back in better shape and angrier than we've ever seen him before. A very, very dangerous combination, to say the least.
I don't know, and I didn't know that he could be angrier.
He has never, literally in the years he's been here, been in a good mood once.
I don't know that I've ever seen him smile.
Oh, wait a minute. Wardlow counters. And Wardlow, he's what, 6'4", 265 in his own right? He's outsized by Bulk. How often can you say Wardlow's outsized by someone? This is uncharted territory somewhat for Wardlow.
Yeah.
Tip up.
It's a rare... Whoa. It's a rarity you see someone go toe-to-toe with Wardlow and have the results be anything less than Wardlow ate them for dinner. Oh, that was a mistake.
Oh, well, LaRusso picked his spot, but I don't think he made a count. What about you?
No.
Oh, from behind. Could have been a means to an end, but Wardlow, he's got his head in a swivel.
Whoa! And
belly release.
Screams of terror coming out of Chris LaRusso as Wardlow got hands on him.
And you know this is months in the making, Jayworth, as far as Wardlow being his own man, Wardlow thinking for himself. For many, many months, it seemed LaBar was more of a hindrance than a blessing to the man with war in his name. And that added boost of being his own man certainly coming back in a negative way as Wardlow, a victim of the numbers game, when usually he had LaBar to prove just the opposite and put him in his favor.
And referee CJ Sensation, understandably intimidated by Bulk Nasty.
Yeah.
I understand that you have some protection wearing the stripes, but I don't know that I would want to rely on a shirt to keep me safe when it came to Bulk Nasty.
Yeah, I'll give credit to the official for just taking on this assignment. Nice side slam by Bulk Nasty for two. Could you imagine getting between either or both of these individuals and telling them not to do something?
Are you kidding me? I wouldn't email it to either of them, much less stand face to face and say, don't do that. I hope they reinforce the ring for this. Oh. Now standing right on the small of his back.
And the question certainly comes to mind, Jayworth. Unfortunately, we already saw one, potentially two, life-changing injuries here tonight. obviously LaRusso wants to get rid of Wardlow, not just defeat him, get rid of him for Justin LeBell. What do you have to do to get rid of Wardlow? What can happen? This guy, I mean, usually doesn't even feel pain. If he went in the ring with a guy 6'6", he might not.
I mean, I don't have a good answer for that. I don't know how you get rid of Wardlow. That's like saying, how do you get rid of the sun?
Well, Wardlow hasn't gone anywhere Wardlow hasn't wanted to go in his IWC tenure, except for maybe behind the back of Bolt Nasty on the fallaway slam. And Bolt not going to give the people the style points either. He does it on his terms.
Exactly.
Bolt Nasty is just mad, bad, and dangerous to know. And I don't know if there's anybody else on this roster who could vault Wardlow 3/4 of the way across the ring like Bolt Nasty just has.
Oh, and then just a shot right to the neck.
Textbook suplex, and when you've got a guy like Bolt Nasty suplexing you, that's not just a standard suplex.
Did you see the floor of the ring buckle? Here, look.
Check out the hang time.
You don't normally see a dip happen in the ring like that when people hit it.
My God. Cover, 1 count. Notice Bolt Nasty, the 1-foot cover. Bulk said, "Who am I?" That's the cover Wardlow used to win many matches and end many IWC careers. Bulk trying to send that message to Wardlow, but certainly easier said than done.
I don't know that I don't doubt Bulk's ability. I don't know that I would want to wait. Would do that so that Wardlow wakes up.
Yeah, Wardlow had a bit of a flurry. Bulk went for a power. Look at that!
A Rana
From Wardlow! 265 at least!
The man with war in his name apparently also has some lucha in his veins.
And Wardlow the power slam!
And at 4 count, neither man has made their way up to even a sitting position as of yet.
That gut check in play here for both these athletes. Who's got more left? And certainly these two powerhouses, they don't train to go 60 minutes. They train for short bursts of power. And we've seen both of them display as such. But this deep in the matchup, still at a stalemate.
I mean, I think you can definitely tell there's a price that's been paid on both sides. I just don't know who has more left, like you said, more left in the tank. Ooh.
And you can hear every single one of these shots connect flush. Leapfrog, drop kick, beautifully done.
I will say, I'm willing to bet Bulk Nasty was not expecting agility out of Wardlow.
Oh! Standing shooting star, are you serious? I've never seen that from Wardlow before.
I have not either.
Hey, when you're outsized for the first time, you dig deep in that arsenal and you pull out something that maybe you didn't even know you had.
I guarantee that at no point in his training and his planning was Bulk Nasty thinking, how do I counter the standing shooting star press of Wardlow?
Wasn't even a term until now. However, Bulk is still in this matchup, albeit the worst for wear. Now, Wardlow sums it up pretty quickly. He says it ends now. LaRusso and has the knee of Wardlow. Got knocked down for his chub. Oh no. Bulk had Wardlow goozled.
I will say. Oh. And
crotched.
Bulk has him crotched.
And Wardlow's fighting from, not to say uncharted territory. We've seen him on the top before, but certainly not where he makes his home.
Yeah.
A Oh, what is this?
And I gotta say, Bulk not used to being up there either.
Oh, no. Look out! God! Bulk barely got his footing, but what matters, Jay Worth, he got Wardlow taken over. He got all the impact he needed.
As he was falling, you saw he pushed off that...
This could be it.
He pushed off that middle rope and just tossed Wardlow.
The referee noticed that I believe the hand of Wardlow had broken the plane under the bottom rope before the kick out. Great call by the official.
And Bulk... And apparently, as he just yelled, this is a big man's business. As he is letting LaRusso know he doesn't need the help to beat Wardlow.
Well, Bulk went to pull the strap down and got caught. Oh, look out. Almost contact made with the official. Oh, Bulk collides with CJ. And Wardlow's got the big man. All day long, Wardlow driving from LaRusso to the small of the back with a chair. Oh! LaRusso aimed for Wardlow! And he just knocked Bulk's lights out!
And the heir apparent is currently a man without a kingdom.
And LaRusso, the only man standing, got the hell out of Dodge.
And speaking of the straps coming down...
Oh, Bulk has no idea what's coming. His bell is still rung. All day long. The driver connects. But we don't have any official. Now we do. Wardlow gets another one on the tally mark. Well, Chris LaRusso and Justin LeBell threw their biggest and their baddest at Wardlow, but the man with war in his name, as he so often does, found a way to survive. If you're Chris LaRusso, what goes through your mind now, Jay Worth?
If you're Chris LaRusso, you're finding your car keys and getting the hell out of Dodge. Because both big men in the ring want a piece of you.
And you gotta wonder, Chris LaRusso, Justin LeBell, bring your best, give it your best shot. Wardlow, thinking on his own, stronger than ever. Rosa Mendez here in attendance tonight, former WWE superstar, as the eyes of the wrestling world around IWC.
Main event tonight is a six-way ladder match. The titles on the line. Let's get louder. Are you ready for your main event? Your main event of the evening is a six-man ladder match for the IWC World Heavyweight Championship. The only way to win this contest is to climb the ladder and pull down the championship.
Well, one of the most dangerous matches in all of the IWC, what's becoming a tradition.
Introducing your participants, first lady is from the ring, from Nelsonville, Ohio, at 25 or 6'4", he is the king of the roller strings,
Jaxon came on the scene, signed by general manager for the night, Bruce Pritchard. And Bruce Pritchard gave Jock an ironclad contract that could not be broken, and Jock has targeted ever since Andrew Palace, believing that Palace is a chosen one. believing Palace gets preferential treatment, and blaming Palace for why Jock kind of fell off the radar.
You can look at the face of the king of the one-night stands and tell that he already is in a bit of a bad mood.
Jack Pollock, the next trending topic, the best thing to happen to pro wrestling since pro wrestling happened. And what about the trifecta, Jayworth? What about Team Storm capturing every championship in just one night?
I mean, it's not bragging if you can back it up, you know? I think everyone had their doubts at it, but at the end of the night, they had all the gold.
And as Jack has been forced to surrender the championship and will be perched high above, this is part of Justin Plummer's revenge. Keep in mind, Pollock beat Plummer in an actual match. The main event has been in the championship picture since day one here in IWC Wrestling, and these were the first two men that Justin Plummer announced as part of this six-way. And if there's anybody you look at to be able to climb a ladder, it's two of the most athletic big men you're going to see anywhere.
And I feel it's worth pointing out that in a six-man scramble, we have two men that are already used to working together, which gives both of them a distinct advantage.
But, Jayworth, only one of them can become IWC champion.
No, sure. However, I'm saying when the chips are down, if the one can help the other to get it, knowing he won't.
Oh, and Pollock wants Jaxon!
And it's on!
Jock tried to hang Palace alive over that rope. And Palace has not forgotten about it, quite obviously. Palace had just the wind sucked out of him, his oxygen deprived, and Palace is more concerned with destroying Jock Sampson than even with the IWC title right now. And we got a brawl in the crowd and in the ring. It's Pollock and main event 2-on-1. And Jayworth, we still have a sixth mystery man we don't know about.
I was going to say, we haven't announced anyone
Well,
yet.
Jock and Palace are brawling in the parking lot.
Oh! one across the Z-axis, one across the X.
And you know the main event have had Team Storm in their peripheries for so long now.
And there it was. He was willing to try and help boost him up. What is that?
That's an emergency broadcast warning.
This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge sanctioned by the U.S. government. Weapons will be controlled and authorized for use during the purge. All other weapons are restricted. And officials of the community from the purge and shall not be harmed. In the state of asylum, any and all crime, including murder, will be legal for all infamous powers. Police, fire, and emergency
What do we have here?
services will be unavailable until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. This will be our new founding fathers in America, a nation reborn. May God be with you.
Someone claiming to be bringing a purge with them. Oh no. We know that music. Jimmy Vegas is back, look out!
And boy, you want to talk about a one-man purge.
We haven't seen Vegas in what, 8 or 9 months? Vegas is back, and the dynamic of this matchup just got changed.
Good Lord, look at Vegas. Apparently he spent those 9 months away in the weight room. And there goes Vegas throwing hands. Big belly to belly.
Oh my God. Vegas has had, what, 8 or 9 months of pent-up frustration.
When was the last time you saw someone toss the main event around like a sack of potatoes?
Oh, really?
And you're used to seeing the main event here as a tag team. There. Oh wait, we got Palace and Jock Sampson back. And Palace has just backed into Jimmy Vegas.
They must have brawled all the way across the outside of the building, back into the back door.
And a big boot and oh!
Jeez. And this dynamic is so crazy, Jay Worth.
Oh.
Because you got so many different styles. You have 4 big men in this matchup. You have Pollock, who's deceptively large, but full of finesse, and you got Palace that just is a ball of energy.
And you have the main event sneaking in with a ladder to attack Jimmy Vegas, and it barely phased him.
And Vegas is almost annoyed by it.
And I'm pretty sure Duke Davis just said it was his idea.
Oh, well, Duke shows no fear. Ladder topples to the floor. Keep in mind, only one man can climb the ladder and retrieve the IWC Championship. And this matchup will be dangerous because you've got to neutralize 5 different opponents at once. Vegas landed very hard on his ankle. He's favoring it ringside now, Palace. Palace may have blown out his knee to take out Jock and Pollock.
Good Lord.
And oh, look at Gannon! Gannon sacrifices himself to take out Jock and Pollock.
A moonsault onto the ladder on Jock and Pollock. Oh! And a variant on a side slam.
And this is going to be maybe the most physical ladder match we've ever had the pleasure of seeing.
It's already pretty damn physical.
Yeah. I mean, these guys hit hard without weapons. And Duke trying to measure the proper positioning. And look at Vegas from behind. And that ladder is unstable as it is. I mean, that ring is moving. You got a number of guys near 300 pounds in that ring.
Yeah. I don't know that I'd even try and climb that ladder. Good Lord.
One of the pegs is sticking up off the ground. Pollock hits the steel hard. Oh! And Vegas with a one-arm bandit. A staple of Vegas' offense. And for those of you who are new to IWC, Vegas was the first ever two-time IWC champion. He's beaten CM Punk, Raven, Tommy Dreamer, and many others. Jimmy Vegas has a resume a mile long, and he may add his third title reign. Vegas is there. Wait a minute! That's Bulk Nasty! Bulk and Vegas have unfinished business.
When we talk about a man in a bad mood, we mean a bad mood.
Bulk got obliterated by Wardlow, but he still wants to fight somebody, and he's picking on Vegas of all people. Keep in mind the wars these guys had late last year over the Highstakes title, Jayworth.
Like Bulk Nasty said, this is big man business.
Bulk sent to the floor, and Bulk is not a participant in this matchup, but he certainly seems to be a factor whether we want him to be or not.
Good Lord. How much more can this break down? Right now, the only man who's standing that's legally in the match is fighting someone not in the match. Everyone's down. The ladder's tipped over.
And Vegas would be IWC champion now if not for Bulk Nasty.
I can't disagree with that. And Jock deciding he needed more of some of the Spasmania Devil.
I know Vegas and Bulk are in the parking lot. This is completely wild. Event stop and security doing their best. But this is a lost contest. But Jaxon win the title. Can you imagine Jock Sampson winning a ladder match?
I'm trying to win the title. That's my bet.
Well, I don't think we're going to end this with a formal debate.
No, I poke block. I poke block. Oh, and they both went for a kick to the jump. Stomp to the foot.
There's some classic Jock offense, huh?
That's as Jock as you get right there.
And Palace, you'd think he has an advantage because of the quickness factor, but he hasn't been able to display it, but now he does! Suicide dive.
And I don't know that Palace cares about the title so much.
Well, you got to believe Palace does. That's what Palace worked for so many years, but I think he's just blinded by rage for Jock Sampson right now. Jock has been out to end Palace's career. He smeared and defamed Palace's name.
Sure, but right now there's an empty ring and a ladder standing, and instead of going after that, he's going after after Jock Sampson.
I like to point out too, Palace has a giant red welt on his back. I'm not sure where that came from. You can pick it at this point, but a hard shot right to the side of Jock's face.
And another running shot. Oh,
a second time. Jock is reeling, and Jock is usually the bar fighter. It's usually his MO out there, but Palace beat Jock at his own game.
Oh, and a good chair shot sends him over the railing. And Pollock in the ring.
Yep.
Pulling himself to his feet.
Pollock has had television on the championship this whole time, and now Palace realizes he may be in the driver's seat.
And Pollock got up just in time to take a couple of punches.
Oh, Pollock with that huge mafia kick. Pollock has won a vast majority of his matches that way, but with the toll taken on him, Pollock can't capitalize to climb that ladder. Oh, and Pollock sees the main event getting ready to get in, and Pollock cuts that off with a pass.
Good Lord.
Unbelievable.
And
Pollock is even more wobbly than the ladder is.
but he has everything lined up.
He does. But man, this is going to be a slow climb. Pollock's had knee issues even leading into this matchup, let alone the damage done since the bell rang. He's got his fingertips on it. He is reaching. Gannon Jones Jr. is in the ring now. Gannon is creating a rampway almost to climb up, and this is getting dangerous, more and more dangerous by the minute.
Yeah, I can't believe this. I can't believe that ladder's still standing.
Pollock and Gannon, I can't believe they're still standing in their elevated state. Pollock reaching. Oh, no. Gannon's got Pollock goozled, and Pollock gets dropped into the garbage can. Jock's got the cowbell. Oh, that hard metal bell to the small of the back of Gannon. And the Appalachian Outlaw has an opportunity.
And he's staring at the title, but he ought to be staring at Duke Davis, who is to his feet and coming toward him. There we go.
The metahuman got the bell between the eyes. And Palace with a German suplex. Jock and Palace almost working together.
But Jock would love nothing more than to be able to say, I've got the title, while Andrew Palace wasn't paying attention.
And Palace will do anything to stop him.
And those elbows raining down onto his head.
What? Jock's there! Jock's there!
But the bell is there.
Palace turned his back to get the bell. It almost cost him, but it paid off in the end. And out of the side of the head of Jock.
And a solid bell shot.
Retribution, that was the same rope that almost hung Palace alive a couple of months ago.
And I think Palace has the same idea.
Oh yeah, some retribution personified as Jock can have the life choked out of him. Here's Pollock with a chair. Oh God, Palace! Right in the small of the back, Jack Pollock out of nowhere. And again, these matches so dangerous. You can get hit from all sides without seeing it coming.
Good Lord. Ooh.
Fireman carry. Palace in a bad way. But Palace counters. Drop toe. Pollock face first. Oh! Curb stop to the chair.
And now, is he...
Well,
I was going to say, don't try and do it with the chair.
Yeah, we saw that earlier in the King of the Mountain matchup.
I believe you mean the reverse ladder match.
That one, yeah. Oh, and Duke caught Palace. Look at this. A double team. God, Jesus. Oh, I can't even imagine what that does to the human anatomy.
It rearranges it. It breaks it. It makes its life expectancy much, much shorter.
Jock is stalking Duke. Flatliner to the metahuman.
I don't know that I would want to trade fists with someone like Jock Sampson.
Well, how about Gannon Jones Jr., Pro Wrestling's All-Star? Natural athlete his whole life, but didn't have that in his playbook. The double clothesline, both men down.
Good Lord.
Do you give a clear-cut edge to anybody thus far? It's just been car crash ugly.
Right now, the clear-cut advantage is to Jimmy Vegas because we don't see him laying here in a pile.
Yeah, but he's also the furthest from the championship.
Sure, but hypothetically, he might be standing. He might be fine. He could be watching somewhere.
He might be standing over the corpse of Balt Nasty somewhere.
True.
Jack Pollock, 2-on-1 here on the ring apron with both main event members. What in the world is this?
Double goop? No.
Oh my God, there's a ladder beneath them. And Pollock doing the best he can to battle free. Oh, and Duke missed Pollock and hit his own partner.
That's
miscommunication, and Pollock downstairs.
And in this situation, you do not want that mistake to happen. The two people who have allies.
Pollock drop kicking Pollock into the ladder. And Pollock is lifeless.
Pollock went face first into that ladder. Palace needs to get to his feet, get that ladder up.
Palace, the only man in the ring. Jock has been vanquished. Palace can focus, at least for a moment's time, on the championship he once wore so proudly. It was less than a year ago. Palace actually found a way to pin Wardlow and wear that title proudly. Palace reaching, but his body racked with pain.
He has his hand on it.
Oh. Gannon in the nick of time. What is this? Oh, buckle bomb. But again, the toll taken. Gannon either unaware he's the only man in the ring or just unable to shake the cobwebs and climb right now. Is anybody going to be in condition to capture this championship? Duke Davis is wearing out Pollock. Jock's on the other side of the ring, I believe. Palace
is
near
down
side.
there.
Gannon in the ring crawling. Jimmy Vegas, your guess is as good as mine. And what in the world is Duke doing? And Gannon reaching for that ladder, accidentally tipping it over, or maybe just using it to help himself to his feet at this point. And Jack Pollock is prone on the ladder.
And Gannon Jones Jr. is climbing to the top rope. Pollock is prone on that ladder.
Wait a minute! That's Argos and Dupree! Flag and championship to the main event!
To save their brother in Team Storm.
And they're not in this match either! Oh, Dupree just wearing away at Duke with that hard championship. And now Jack, has the advantage, and the main event are reeling.
And Gannon Jones Jr. is barely keeping himself upright with the assistance of that ladder.
And Duke Davis, if he wasn't as tough as nails, he wouldn't be up. Oh, God. And to the skull. And Duke is draped on the ladder that he himself had set up. Oh, the flag to Gannon again, that pull. Tell RC to hold Duke. What is this? Argos. Oh, no! Argos just pushed Gannon into Duke! And the main event are wiped out thanks to the very unfair addition of Argos and Dupree.
And while Team Canada is trying to get Jack to his feet, Jock is in the ring and crawling toward the ladder.
Oh, you got to be kidding me. Jock's going to do this?
Could we see your new IWC heavyweight champion, the king of the one-night stands, Jock Sampson?
Argos and Dupree are trying to help Pollock back in. Pollock's dead weight. Here comes Palace. If there's any breath in his body, Palace will be there to stop Jack. Jack's got his hands on it.
All he had to do was pull.
And Palace is whipping Jock with that thick, heavy rope.
And he has him around the throat again.
Yeah, Palace got to finish what he started earlier, but Jock out of the way. Jock out of harm's way, but only for a moment. Palace has Jock.
He has him in a worse position, too.
Jock tried to get away, but he couldn't. And it's Palace hanging Jock alive.
Good Lord.
Palace is seeing red. And Team Storm helping Pollock. Pollock climbing the ladder.
Pollock has the belt.
Oh, Pollock retained the championship.
And as I said, the Spasmanian Devil concentrating too much on his revenge against Jock Sampson to realize that Team Storm once again claims all the titles in IWC.
But Team Storm is the operative word. Pollock to assist Plummer the microphone ringside.
First of all, let me say I did get word from something. It's sad, and it sounds like it's just a concussion, so hopefully before the end of the year, we'll see that. So everyone was asking me, why is Winner Takes All next month? It's normally December. Why is it next month? And well, it's because there was a stuff like we saw tonight. I had a former IWC heavyweight champion reach out to me. He said, if Jack Paul takes the sheriff again, and he holds on to that title, I want to come in November. November 10th. And I said, if we're going to do it, we're making it Winner Takes All. So Jack, congratulations. As a group, you won again. That title is going to be Extreme Rules.
Whoa.
And it's going to be Jack Pollock versus former IWC Heavyweight Champion. Why don't we just take a look here for the big reveal?
Oh. The innovator of violence, former IWC Champion is back, and Plummer's hired guns. Keep getting bigger, keep getting more dangerous. Pollock's days may be numbered.
He keeps surviving the kill shots that Plummer sends at him, so Plummer keeps having to use a bigger kill shot. Oh!
Jock and Pollock are still fighting. My God, it's carnage, and it's only getting more out of control. It's Extreme Rules next month. It's Winner Take All. Pollock and Dreamer.
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.